Hello. It's time for some more Ace Attorney of the Phoenix Wright variety. Today, we are finishing Turnabout Samurai. Okay. The final day. The trial. This is it. This is what this has all been leading up to. Do it. October 20th, 10 a.m. District Court. Courtroom. Number 4.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement.
In yesterday's... How do I do Edgeworth? In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was in fact Studio 2. Today I will call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today. Yo, Edgelord.
You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
Wait, do I not do an opening okay.
The prosecution calls Miss De Vasquez to the stand.
Miss De Vasquez is a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. Take old bitty, sorry. Will the witness state her name and occupation? De Vasquez. I am a producer for Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2? As everyone here knows, yes. I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here.
Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder.
Nick! I know she did it! Make her pay!
Christ. Right. She's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak.
The day of the murder.
I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp. It ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterward, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later when we all went to Studio 1. Look at that perfectly round hole in his chest. There's no blood. It's literally just he got fucking hole punched. Like, what in the claymation? Okay, that's all.
I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you?
Yeah, he sorry, no. The van. There's a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk, what with that monkey's head toppling over. Van added to the court record.
I see. Very well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it!
The trailer, a little before noon. Yeah, okay. The meeting began at 12, ended at 4. Okay. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. Okay. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting, and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. Find anything?
I mean, that's all accurate. She's just leaving shit out.
I kind of wish she'd said a little more.
It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss. But I'm sure we'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said. Somewhere.
Can you elaborate on that 15-minute break of yours? LB. I'm like, what am I doing?
And what were you doing during that time? Don't hit your desk. It irritates me.
Immediately smacks desk. Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Wright. Fuck you. Literally did. Mr. Wright. Oops.
It was a 15-minute break. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer.
Were both of those plates, like, empty? Because if you ate a steak as fast as Sal, like, there's a problem. Hold it! Do you have someone who can verify this? I mean, Sal.
Sal.
No, I mean someone else.
One person is enough.
Is it?
She committed murder during that break. She wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak. If I had some evidence that proved she didn't eat that steak.
Well, Nick, find anything?
Kind of wish she'd said a little more.
It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss. But I'm sure that's somewhere.
Do I have to keep pressing? Can I present something? Him showing up to... Can I just present this? Oh god, I'm eating everywhere. There's not the time for this. Where's the... Stop! The guide map. Where's the... Oh, it's on the camera. Jeez, why does it keep doing that? It keeps swinging. He's still learning how to use it. Does this have the picture in it? I don't want to just present the camera. I want to present the picture that says he was at Studio 2. He's gonna be like, hey, when did this homie show up? Should I just present this? No. God, why am I swinging everywhere? Please stop. I also have to present it at the right place. Fuck. Just... Hey, he showed up here. Fine, I'll just press on shit, even though I already have the answers to it. Wrong button. Hold on. You had Sal take you. What does that mean? We already talked about this.
It means what I just said. I had Sal take me in the Studio 2 van.
Oh, right. No shit, but can we talk about that a little? I don't want to just press on everything. I think I have to. And when exactly was that?
I've forgotten.
Oh? Maybe you could try to remember? Or try remembering?
No.
The meeting ended at 4 and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I would think it was between those times. You would think? Come on, all you did was state the obvious, Edgeworth. Damn. Okay, I guess we're fucking just pressing on everything. Cause fuck it, that's why. Did no one leave during the meeting?
No one.
come on. Let's talk a bit more about that. The witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony.
The same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth. And please stop banging on your little desk. It hurts my ears.
No, I think I'll smack it. Asia, just present her with some bullshit. This one, since I don't have the Studio 2 one. Unless it's in here, but then I don't think I could just show the camera as evidence. Okay, I'll just take that. Oh, objection. The witness's statement is clearly faulty, Your Honor. Is it? It wasn't a contradiction. I just want to ask her a question.
I'm sorry, but I can see nothing faulty. Unfortunately, I will have to penalize you, Mr.
Cunt.
Okay, I must be on the wrong track.
It's not a contradiction. I just want to ask her about Mr. Hammer showing up to the trailer. I just want to ask about him showing up to the trailer. Please. I'll make find anything somewhere. I just present her. I can't present shit. I'm getting in trouble. Should I press on the same thing again and then just have them yell at me? Or like what? Am I sort of supposed to like get... I pressed on everything already. Didn't do the first one?
Press.
By yourself?
Yes.
And you didn't stop in at the employee area?
No.
Are you always this terse?
Yes.
Oh dear. Okay, I'm pretty sure I pressed on everything. I did ask about this, right? Well, let's fucking try it again. Maybe Edgeworth will interrupt me. Because it won't let me present stuff, it just thinks I'm trying to contradict shit. That's not a contradiction. I fucking hate this game. Do you... oh yeah, so I'm gonna clarify this. Sal... No, it's okay. Edgeworth, can you please just fucking tell me I need to stop now or something? No, it's just gonna keep doing this. But it just thinks I'm trying to contradict shit that I'm not. Oh. Just randomly on here, can I present this? It's not a contradiction though. Exactly the evidence in the statement just now related. They aren't, are they? Please. I just want to present evidence of the thing. Why is he there? No. What am I doing? I pressed on everything already. Ask about the van? Going for it. I'm risking my job. My whole life is on the line here. The evidence clearly... Oh my god. Just loses the case. What? Guess I'll just keep pressing on the same shit. Until somebody interrupts me, because I have nothing else to do. It means what I just said. Sal took me in the van. Press? What were you doing at that time? I was eating a steak at your desk. Oh no, I hit the desk. I was eating a steak.
Hey, T-bone steaks! Can anybody do this? Sal? Oh, that's the only person who can corroborate. Oh, wow! Do I have evidence that she didn't eat the steak? That's... I'm trying to remember if both of the steaks were there, but then how is that gonna help me? I don't have that evidence, so... I don't have evidence that she didn't eat it. Is someone going to interrupt me, please? I don't have evidence that she didn't eat the steak. Not on me, anyway. Keep pressing. Please, save me, Edgeworth. Someone appeared, though. Are we gonna talk about Hammer? Don't talk about Hammer. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, I've pressed on everything. What does it want from me? Guide map. Fuck you. Yeah, I'll just lose the case. Did I just fail? I'll try again. But then I still don't know what I'm supposed to do. I'm just gonna fucking go for it because I have nothing else. I already tried that, and let's try the fuck it. Let's lose this trial real quick. Okay, cool. Now Mr. Hammer will be declared guilty, even though we have proof that he was drugged during the time of the crime by the victim, and that he went to Studio 2, where Powers was not. That makes no goddamn sense from anybody's perspective here. But I have no idea what it wanted me to do.
That's enough. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial. Uh-oh. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers.
That makes no fucking sense.
The accused will surrender to the court immediately, to be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. This court is adjourned.
That makes no goddamn sense. Absolutely none. But I have no idea what the fuck it wanted me to do. God, stop! Why is it so sensitive? Yeah. What the fuck did it want me to do? I have no idea what it wants from me. God. Okay, I'll see you when I catch back up on everything. Okay, let's see. Then it ends with, if I had some evidence that proved she didn't eat the T-bone steak. Eat that T-bone steak. But I don't! Like, literally I have a picture of her standing next to a dead body that, like, nobody, like, what? How did they get the steaks to the trailer? How do you get the steaks? How do you get the steaks there? Will this work? I'm sorry, but I can see nothing. What? But how did you get the steaks if the path was blocked? Oh. 2:30, he took a 15-minute break. When was the path blocked? Path was blocked then. Who brought you the fucking steak? Also, we know Powers was there. What happened while he was there? Why can't I ask questions? Why can I only contradict? I just wanna ask you questions, please. I can't even like really ask about the van because it's going, oh, that doesn't contradict it. Like, oh, fuck you. When was he here? Why can't you give me information? I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
I can't believe I have to do this. I have to look up a walkthrough. Jesus Christ. Because I don't know what it wants from me. I can't get it to trigger something from a different character. I tried presenting multiple things in different places, and I just says it's not a contradiction, and I can't ask questions. So I gotta look it up to figure out how to progress, or I'm gonna lose the case a couple more times before I figure it out. Okay, I found out what I need to do. I kind of feel like a dingus, but also I don't feel like that much of a dingus, because that's not something I can clearly see in front of me all the time. Like, it's something I could have realized before, but I wasn't thinking about it, because fuck you, that's why. Jesus. Okay, present. I thought about presenting this here too, but then I'm like, it's just gonna tell me I'm a cunt. So, you know. As I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak? But I say you did not. What's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate? This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, need I remind you it was a T-bone steak? Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Miss Vasquez and Mr. Manella ate at a table outside the trailer. Yet, there were no bones left on that plate! Ah! The plates were bare. Miss Vasquez, tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? Sal inhaled it. I think I know how. You ate a boneless steak. You ate the bone too! Why is my controller freaking out? You didn't eat the steak! You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere. Like that incinerator. She just went, and then just started back to normal. I see. Then what was Miss Vasquez doing during her break? Committing murder? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor?
Meeting the Steel Samurai.
Picking on Salmonella. She was meeting with the Steel Samurai. Order. Are you saying? Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai. And then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous? Y'all just presumed Powers did it, so why can't I presume she did it? What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright?
Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it?
Yes.
Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I.
Did I put the poison in your cup or mine? Sorry. Any day, Vasquez.
Good luck, Nick.
Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear.
Yes?
I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon?
I think you could. It's not impossible.
Well, maybe it's not impossible, but...
Silence. I'm speaking. The victim was stabbed through the chest from the front, yes? I believe this would indicate that the victim was aware of the killer's presence. Now, the steel samurai costume is quite light and mobile. Compared to the victim, I am weaker and slower. I couldn't possibly win such a fight. Not to mention, there is proof I did not have the spear. The photograph of the steel samurai shows that the victim himself was holding it.
You could have snatched it from him, but okay.
Or do you mean to suggest that I could have wrestled it away from him?
Yeah, take that, right?
Yeah, take that, right?
Smack! If you still think she did it, show us proof.
Hey, Nick. Look at the data we have on that samurai spear in the court record. Isn't there something in there that gets to you? Something odd about the samurai spear?
Wait.
Something the matter, Mr. Wright?
Sorry, Your Honor. I don't know why I said it like that. I'd like to take back my previous claim.
Very well, I won't hold you to your claim. But I'm afraid I will have to penalize you.
God, what if I just lost because of that?
What's this? You're taking back your claim?
Hey, well, I claim you! Let's backtrack for a moment. I want to consider whether the witness could have used the samurai spear or not. However, that has no bearing on this case.
Meaning?
The samurai spear was not the murder weapon! What? Murmur.
What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim.
Next to, not inside of? I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon. Stop yeeting everywhere. I want this photo. Take that!
Wrong, Mr. Wright. But I haven't said anything yet. I know you well enough by now to know when you're going to present the wrong evidence.
Shh. Shut the fuck up. That was a different timeline. Fuck you.
I can sense it too with my fey blood.
Okay, I picked the wrong evidence. Enough with all the sensing. Wait, I didn't, though. Right, okay, here's the real evidence, Your Honor? I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon? I'm sorry, wait, I did click the right photo, right? I mean, okay. The duct tape? Is it the duct tape? I did click the photo right, not something weird. Just duct tape. Take that. I present my proof. The so-called murder weapon. But this is the murder weapon. Not so fast. Remember that the spear broke during the morning action scene run-through. But someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who is wearing a thick costume with this, through the chest? Yeah, I said that like hella long ago, but y'all just went with it, so I did too.
Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're...
Silence. I'm the one testifying here, and I will be heard. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was. How was Hammer killed?
Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer? I can tell you. That's what I tried to do in the first place, please! Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was? Yeah. Yeah, you would.
I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well. Let's see this murder weapon, then.
Take that.
Look at this photo.
Oh, what is this? Why, that's Jack Hammer, standing at the top of the stairs? Order! Order! If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about?
This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios.
What does this have to do with the current case?
Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it? See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post speared him through the chest?
What? Are you saying?
Yes.
What happened 5 years ago?
It happened again!
Has happened again! Mr. Wright, continue.
It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Misty Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say.
In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die. 5 years ago?
Precisely. Ironic, isn't it?
Very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff.
You deny that what I say is true?
Mr. Wright, let's say for the sake of argument that Hammer died at the trailer, as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? And in the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned to the trailer all in the space of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body?
The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes, from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time.
Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body?
She couldn't deal with it. I bet she could.
Ah! Stop! Why does it do that sometimes? That's weird. I bet she could move it. She had
Another way.
What if she had another way to carry the body other than with her own hands?
For instance?
Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for her to carry that body.
Interesting. Let's hear it then.
Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body. Literally the van that she told us about. Also, she had help from Sal.
Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1. And you used the studio van to do it.
Lay gasp.
Recall your testimony.
There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me.
You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume. Hold on, Wright. Don't forget it was Sal Manila that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manila was a conspirator? Yeah, of course he was. Of course Sal Manila had to have been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to, because it was covered in Mr. Hammers' blood. They probably burned it in the small incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue?
No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. Pff, I lose, you win. It was fun.
I win? I'm not gonna sit here and deny it. Like, you got me. Shit. So what happens next? Don't me? Don't you have anything to say?
What would you like me to say?
Huh? I lost something you already did. Something like
I just said that.
Wait, so you mean Vasquez, so it was you? You killed Jack Hammer. So awkward, what the fuck?
Yes. Who can say?
Huh?
Are you sure I did, Mr. Wright? We just engaged in a battle of wits, and the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer.
Right?
But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What?
Order. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Of course, it's as the witness says. Why'd I say it like that? Certainly. It does seem very likely she did it, but, there's no proof.
Edgeworth isn't sure.
Well, I came here as a witness today. If you've no more questions, I'll be leaving.
What do I do now? Who did it, Vasquez? Testify again, Vasquez. No further questions, Vasquez.
They're the same shit.
Get Sal back in here? Can we hold her in custody? Can we agree that Powers like, what? Do we have, like, the sleeping pill like, I don't... You did it! Miss Vasquez, you did it.
That wasn't a question.
Did you do it?
No.
Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor?
I'm not sure that question helped this court get any closer to a verdict.
What do I do now? Testify again. I'd like you to testify again.
Testify? Again?
Know when to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before. The truth, Mr. Wright. I've always said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You'd ask the same questions, get the same answers. A waste of time.
Damn. Damn! To come so far only to fail! As it seems there are no further questions, I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez.
Hey, my boy! Hey! Hey!
Is it? Yes, Mr. Edgeworth?
I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. Fucking love him. I didn't. I see. Very well. Your Honor! I can't. Objection! I request that the witness testify again.
You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness.
I just want to hear your testimony again.
Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes.
Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly did you want her to testify about? Well, yes, Indeed! Verily, I say, ergo... I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. After they found the body? After they found the body. Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter.
Nick! Why did Edgeworth...
Who knows? 'Cause he's a soft boy. He probably realized she did it too.
But... Wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that...
Edgeworth. He has a moral compass after all. After finding the body.
I was with Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The security lady, Oldbag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home.
I see no issue raised by this testimony, Mr. Wright, or cross-examination.
Okay, Nick, we're close, real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of her, Nick.
Right.
I asked to be left out of the proceedings.
Why? You asked to be left out?
Yes. It seems that everyone else was questioned, and I'm really not fond of that sort of thing.
But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question.
Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that since we were in a meeting, there was no way we could have been involved, thus they covered for us.
Covered for you? Or covered it up for you?
There must have been a lot writing on it, with all those bigwigs at the meeting. I'm sure her professionals helped convince everyone they didn't require questioning. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes.
Did you?
The script and your direction notes?
Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen.
No, I guess not.
Press harder.
Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio One for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes?
Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything.
Why? Oh? I thought she was gonna say, homeboy sprained his ankle. But no, there was a murder. How would you know about the murder before? She just told on herself.
There was a murder after all. Who could think of rehearsing after that?
Oh yeah, I guess. What do you mean you guess? Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please continue. No! Don't continue. Thank you, Edgeworth. At least you have common sense. Jesus Christ. Your Honor, I have an objection to the witness's last statement. Huh? Think. Miss Vasquez said she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio One. Yeah, you told on yourself. Order! Order! Mr. Edgeworth. What you have just said.
is a reasonable observation. We don't get many of those here. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change to defense? I'm thinking I want to find the person who's actually guilty and serve them justice. Like, I think I was assigned to this case, and they just didn't have the right person, and now I found the right person, and I would like to accurately do my job, please and thanks. I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Hey man, we love Edgy Boy. Now, Ms. Vasquez, do you have an explanation? I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. I can.
So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense. What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal.
Very well, the witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason.
I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind.
Weird of you to switch up like that. Weird of you to switch it up. Suspicious. Suspicious.
Oh, the police and power showed up. Yeah, let's do that real quick.
What was everyone else doing at that time?
No one said a thing. It was silent. Completely silent. So we stood there until Powers finally arrived on the scene. Sorry I'm late. Then silence. Dead silence. Silence.
Hey, Nick? Why is everyone so quiet? Someone should do something to lighten things up.
Yeah, sure.
Hold back, the security lady. Why did the security lady think Powers had done it?
She said because she saw him going toward the studio.
Right, the Steel Samurai. Did the detective arrest Mr. Powers based solely on the security lady's word?
Perhaps not. She seems to have also given the detective that photograph. Of course, I heard all this after the fact.
That photograph, meaning the one taken by the security camera.
She's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to Hammer.
I don't think there's anything in there I can use.
No, hold back security lady. That's just...
What time was that?
We were to meet at 5 for the rehearsal, so I'd say it was then.
When exactly did you and Mr. Manila arrive at the studio?
About 10 minutes before. I wasn't stuffing any bodies into costumes, mind you.
Where were the other employees when you got to the studio?
They weren't there yet.
Well, then you could have put Hammer in that costume with Sal Manila's help.
Oh? What did I just say? Did I not just say I wasn't stuffing any bodies into any costumes? You should try to listen to what people are saying, boy.
Boy? The witness will continue her testimony.
Mr. was there too, in course.
Mr. Powers was taking a nap, correct?
So he says.
Did no one go to call him?
Remember?
Remember? What?
There was a dead body lying in front of us. Yet you expect me to be calm.
You certainly seemed calm enough when I accused you of murder. Press harder. Just gonna keep pressing. Wait a second. Wouldn't that be the other way around?
The other way around?
You discovered a murdered body and one person was missing, right?
Wouldn't you normally go looking for the missing person?
I have to agree with the defense on this one.
Well, Miss Vasquez.
Logically speaking, perhaps. But no one there was thinking very logically, I assure you. Also, without his steel samurai costume, Powers doesn't really stand out. We often left him on the bus when shooting at location. Oh, that's so sad! Oh, that's so upsetting. Oh no. Often left him on the bus when shooting at location. No one noticed he was missing. Oh, that's so poor Powers.
Well, I suppose that explains that. Very well, Miss Vasquez. You may continue.
And that Hammers was injured.
How did you know about the injury?
How did I know? Sal. He told me.
Sal, the director.
You have to find something to
Peg this on her.
peg this on her here. Or everything we've done till now will have been wasted. I believe in you, Nick. Go get him.
I was with Sal and Olpeg, the security lady, when we found the body.
Okay, what do I have? It's not a contradiction, but I want to mention that he was drugged. So, like, if I can't prove it's you, I can still prove it wasn't him, right? Like, I can get my client off, and then we can continue this case without him being on trial, and we can take you to court. Okay, either way, you're under arrest for covering this up. Like, I don't, like, why, please, I don't, can we get the kid back in here who said they saw everything? Was she the bad guy that you saw? Was it her? Is she the one who yeeted the steel samurai onto a fence post? God, I don't know what it wants me to do again. I'm going back to the walkthrough so I don't fuck this up. Because I don't want to present evidence that makes sense to me, but it isn't a contradiction, it's a question, and then I'm cucked. This clearly slipped up again. She said that Hammer had been injured, but it was... Oh. Powers who hurt his ankle. Shit! I'm stupid! I wasn't thinking. I was just like, okay, yeah, he hurt himself, whatever, cool. It was Powers, not Hammer, and I'm stupid. I'm a doofus! I didn't see if it said to... What is it? Why is it losing its shit? Stop it. Are my keys sticking? Maybe that's what the problem is. Hello? Stop. Okay. Jesus Christ. I think I have to present though, because I already pressed on it. You knew that Hammer was injured? Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean... It was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It wasn't the Steel Samurai who was in. It wasn't. It was Will Powers. What?
Mr. Wright, explain yourself.
Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo. But that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers.
Pretending?
One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured?
I already said it. It was Sal who told me. That's right. He must have gotten it wrong.
I think not. Mr. Manello was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez. You saw Hammer limping! Stop sticking! Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manila. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes.
Yes, but... Wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured?
Yes, but remember? Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers, you just said that.
Oh!
And when was he doing this?
Well,
It would have had to been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2 where he was murdered. Exactly. Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in that Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning.
Order! Order! I will have order!
Witness. Can you refute this claim? Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Vasquez.
Very well. I have a question for you.
Irk. Why are the real killers always so persistent? They're not trying to go to jail.
Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing.
Yes, you would need a motive. Why would she have killed the victim? If there is a reason, it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on the matter? In other words, can you prove she had a motive?
Motive. Why is it freaking out? Stop it! Of course I can prove it. Okay. I have proof and I'll show it to you. I present to the court evidence as to Miss Vasquez's motive in this murder. Let's just go with the photo, shall we? Because might as well. This is my proof.
This is the photo from before.
This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With the Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial. It began on that day, 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom. His guilt weighed him down, no doubt. However, you, De Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Bringing us to the present day and Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly, yes, undoubtedly, it was a constant source of shame for the ex-star.
One moment, Mr. Wright. We are talking about motives here, yet you have only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed De Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasquez have?
Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have had no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. And I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine.
Mr. Wright, please explain Miss Vasquez's motive for murder.
Is there anything I don't think I have anything to present. But, like, if he was trying to kill her, he would push him, she'd fight back. So it might have been an accident, but her covering it up and her covering up the last murder and blackmailing him. Either way, she's going to prison. Federal prison! Okay, do I have evidence for that, though? If I click she had no motive, is that just bad? Let's find out. She had no motive, Your Honor.
What's that now?
It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense.
What's that now?
It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez.
What?
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 Your Honor. Jackhammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jackhammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. Jackhammer wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking he was Powers. Then Jackhammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill De Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all those years. Jesus. So, you did do it, didn't you?
Yes. I am guilty. It was me.
Someone call an ambulance! There's blood everywhere! We're too late! Ah! Miss Vasquez! What? What happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Manuel. Miss Vasquez, please, tries to remain calm. No! How could this? It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene. No, man. Don't touch him, Miss. God, I don't know who these like voices are, but I know like one of them is Vasquez, one of them's Val, and then like the big wig. So it's just some dudes like, don't touch him, Miss Vasquez. Like I don't. No. Please don't die, please. Well, covering it up, you get jail time for that. It doesn't matter if it was in self-defense, you call the police, you tell them what happened. You don't cover it up. That's illegal. Also, you covered up the last murder and blackmailed him for it. You are going to jail, madame.
Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose again.
Mr. Edgeworth, where's De Vasquez?
In the waiting lobby, Your Honor. As calm and collected as ever. I see.
Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
It appears you have brought about yet another miracle.
Well, if y'all stop accusing innocent bitch. If y'all keep trying you're guilty until proven innocent bullshit. If y'all make me have to find the actual murderer to get my client off, maybe. Thank you, Your Honor.
I think not, Your Honor.
Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found so is only natural, not a miracle. No, not necessarily, because if somebody doesn't have, like, an airtight alibi, they can't prove that they're not, this is why you have, like, it's innocent until proven guilty. Being able to prove that somebody did it is much easier than proving that somebody didn't do it. Because somebody can say, like, oh, I was here at this time, and this person can corroborate that, but they could be lying. Or they were just at home, chilling, with no alibi at all. And they have nothing to prove that they didn't do it, unless you find evidence that somebody else did it, and prove that they did it, and then you can get that person off. And it's like, Jesus Christ. What the fuck? Like, some things, like, oh, I live in this place, and the murder took place in this place. Okay, yeah, that's good, but, you know, there's only so much you can do. There's only so much you can do. Ugh. Fucking hate it here. But, like, literally, homie didn't do it, like, at all, and it took them this long to fucking figure that shit out. Like, nobody saw the sleeping pills before that. Why'd he leave the bottle on the table? Like, who was not checking shit? And then, like, what? And y'all didn't even, like, find the fucking, like, I can't. I fucking can't.
It's only natural, not a miracle.
Shut the fuck up, Edgeworth. He literally is a detective at this point. Like, he's not just a lawyer. He literally is having to do the police's job for them.
Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers.
Not guilty! But if I try to ask questions in the form of contradictions, which doesn't make any fucking sense, then you just find him guilty, despite the fact that we can prove he was drugged. But, you know, pop off! Pop off, that's fine.
That is all. This court is adjourned.
Today, 1:12 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 3.
I don't know what to say. Thank you so much.
I'm just glad you're okay.
Yes, but it's sad. I know now that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez, but to think that he tried to frame me for the murder makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright.
Huh?
Tell me! Why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me?
He was jealous that you were the leading role? Probably just jealousy? Do I have evidence of that, though? Maybe he just didn't want to get caught and he just said, yeah, I can frame you, why not? Because you're here. I think he was jealous, but I don't think I have proof of that. Do I? Sure. Well, this is what I think. Mr. Hammer wanted to put the blame on you because... Go with this and say he was jealous because the Steel Samurai won every battle? It's because you were the Steel Samurai.
Because I was the Steel Samurai?
Mr. Hammer was a big star once, but he was reduced to acting in a kids show, and as the villain to boot. The kids loved the Steel Samurai, and so he hated you.
I think I understand. He could have just told me. I would have changed places with him any time.
I think you're missing the point.
Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over.
Oh my. Oh my.
Congratulations, WP!
Oh, thank you. I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. I can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume. And yeah, it's been incinerated, and also the fucking producer has been arrested, and the main villain has been killed, and also the director is kind of a conspirator for the murder. No. Is something wrong?
No! Of course not! Nick? Edgeworth!
Oh, they're fucking! On the lobby floor! Wait, you're not gonna tell him? You're not gonna tell him?
Nick, Edgeworth!
Oh god, they're making out behind you! Look! She runs. Oh? Say something, Wright. You're the one who approached me! But okay.
Whatever you say.
I'm not good at small talk. I don't know why his voice sounded like that. Uh-huh. What? That was too bad, Edgeworth. Oh god. You don't waste any time gloating, do you? No, I really want to thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in. Pleased to meet you. I'm Powers. Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Liar. He's not. Well, it depends. In this, he might be, but in the anime, he actually is a fan of the Steel Samurai, and I love it. he's literally like there, like watching the show, and it's precious. Because like, oh god, in the anime, like they like like I don't know, it doesn't show it in this game. At least I don't know, because I haven't seen like the very last the trial, the court thing, the case, the very last case, the special end case. I haven't seen that in the game.
But in this game, it doesn't cover that, so I don't know if it comes up in the other games or not. But like in the anime, Edgeworth and Phoenix are childhood best friends. Well, not best friends, but like pretty much. Them and Larry Butts. And they watched anime together, and it's like they're like, what is it like? It's like they're like the like stoplight things. They're like traffic. They're traffic ninjas or some shit. I don't know. It's like a traffic safety kitchen. I don't know what the fuck it is. God, but I remember like the theme song goes off. It doesn't, but it does. Like there's only like a small like clip of it. I don't know. Point is, fucking Edgeworth likes anime, and he just be vibing. Fucking nerd, I love him. Also, the fucking theme songs for the Phoenix Wright anime go off. Justice, you know, that shit goes off. I don't know. Anyway, liar. Right. I must say I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years.
Me? Again?
However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Damn. Because I know, like, it already has mentioned that they have a past. But I don't think it actually goes into detail with what that is. I wonder if it does in the other games. Like, I'm excited to find out. But I had to go through this one again first, and now we're here. But the next case is the one I really like, I think. I think I'll play the beginning of it now and, like, tease it. Get y'all coming back for more, you know? In retrospect, it would have been better if we had not met. Because you're getting soft? Thanks to you, I'm saddled with unnecessary feelings. Homoerotic feelings. Sorry. But literally the gay panic, I can't. Unnecessary feelings? Yes, unease and uncertainty. God, they're so gay, I can't. Aren't those kind of necessary? They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. Imagine having so much, like, fucking, like, self-hate. Like, the fucking internalized homophobia is so strong with this one. That's what I came here to tell you. But then I told you to help me with small talk for some reason. Mr. Wright, was that guy your friend?
What? Friends? As if. They're rivals. Rivals, right, Nick?
For now we are, I guess.
Huh? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick. Tell me, what's the deal with you and Edgeworth?
I don't think I will. And so the curtain closed on another trial. I caused quite a stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. I went back to making kids shows again.
Pink Princess!
I don't know how they got that since Salmonella is like in jail. He should be at least. Like, he literally covered up a murder.
Nick! This is it! The new show's starting today! We're going to watch it! You're going to watch it with me, right?
I'll admit, I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it.
You have to buy trading cards too, okay?
Oh, I also... when talking about Edgeworth watching the animes, Phoenix also watched the entirety of Steel Samurai for the case. If I remember correctly, like, he watched all of it so he could know about it. So, like, when he's just, like, completely clueless in this, it's like, yeah, like, you didn't sit down and watch the whole fucking thing. I think did he watch it on, like, fucking VHS where they recorded? I don't remember. But I know he did, like, watch all that shit. And then I believe Edgeworth was watching Pink Princess at, like, the end of that episode. I think he was like, oh, fucking the show's starting. We're gonna watch Pink Princess.
We have to trade with Cody and that assistant.
Fine, I'll do it.
Isn't it great that WP gets to play the lead again?
Wait, Will Powers is the pink princess!
I wonder if they'll show his real face this time.
Definitely not. I don't know. I don't think the world is ready for the real Will Powers. Yeah, better not. Probably shouldn't do that. Turnabout Samurai is over. Oh, yep, this is it. This is the one. This is the one that got me really invested in this case right here.
A brand new episode has been added.
Turnabout goodbyes. Save my progress. And we're gonna play a little sneaky peeky on this one. Oh, here it comes. It's been what, 15 years? About that, yes. 15 years is a long time to wait. You can't imagine how much I've suffered. You've suffered? But now, the perfect opportunity has presented itself. At last, I shall have my revenge. Merry Christmas. I'm a high-functioning sociopath. Merry Christmas! She! Oh, damn! What? Edgeworth? What the fuck? Merry Christmas! Alright. That's your sneaky peeky for the next thing. Jesus Christ. Anyway. That's the end of Turnabout Samurai. I'm really excited to start, Turnabout Goodbye. I'm like, what the fuck was that called again? Turnabout Goodbyes. Really excited for that. So hope to see you there for it. Catch you in the next one. Bye.